Okay, so here we are with the last part of this maintenance, which to me is the biggest part, and that is the transaxle fluid filter, and also there's a little screen with a magnet in it, and so we'll get into that in this video. And I did want to split it up just because I think this is going to take a lot of time, and there was enough time to make the other video pretty long, or longer than I like to make videos. So anyways, that's why this one's on the second one. So we'll get started by dumping the oil and then also taking the rear tire off at the same time so the oil can drain out while we take the rear tire off, and we'll jack up the tractor as well. All right. Hey folks, we're here doing the hydraulic fluid. What we're going to do is drain it first, and then I'll go ahead and take the tire off, the left side tire, rear tire, to give us access to what we need over there, which is the screen. And then the filter is up here. You can't see it. I'll try to shoot another picture of it. It's actually on the other side of the PTO, the mid PTO shaft, which I have for the mower deck. So that's going to be an issue. This drain plug is 13 millimeter. Let's see, what do we got? Release it. Okay, that wasn't too bad. And we'll make sure that it's under. You can see now, but I'll try to get to where we can. Now I'll try this. Yeah, that's as good as any. And we're about there. And there we go. Whoop. Okay, I told you guys I would give you a shot of the underneath where the filter is. So this thing right up here, right here, is the filter. You can see its access is not fantastic, but I don't think it's going to be a real big deal. I can't remember the first time I did it, but I think it was relatively straightforward as soon as I figured it out. So we're going to get the tire off and then get to the filter in a minute here. Someone had mentioned that if you have wheel spacers on your rear tires, you don't have to take the rear tire off. Clearly, I don't have wheel spacers, so off goes the tire. Okay, so this is the difficult part. I thought was the most challenging thing the first time. It's not really that big a deal, but this right here is an Allen wrench, which is not that big a deal. I'll get you the size on that in just a minute. And then, because I can't remember from the first time. But the issue is getting these two hose clamps off, and then also sliding the pipe up there to where you can pull out this whole thing this way, which is, that houses the screen with the magnet in the middle. So we'll get that squared away in just a minute here. I'll figure out what, I gotta go get the pliers for this. And I guess maybe I left these right here, but maybe these are easier to access from over here. Maybe that's what I had in mind right here, the last time I did that. Try to make it easy on myself the following time I did something, or do this, you know, whenever I do something, I try to make it easier on myself if I can remember to do that. So these two come off, plus the Allen wrench slides out. We clean out the screen. It's that easy, allegedly. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna go ahead. I did get that thing loosened up a little bit, so it will come off. And I can't remember if there's a process, whether it's a good idea to do this first or the hose clamp. We're doing this first, so we'll see. Well, I just figured I'd hit the fast forward here to a certain extent, and since I'm just playing with the hose clamps on this hose, and in my opinion that's just sort of a semi-difficult part to handle. As you can see, I was able to move the hose up far enough to be able to release this, which is bent that way and onto the hose. Then you can just take this out and some stuff will come out. And we'll see what that bad boy looks like. Lots of metal pieces for sure. But just like tiny pieces, I guess. So anyway, so we'll take that off of there, and there's actually a magnet in there that might have grabbed some extra pieces, and we'll clean that up. Alright, so these are the components. This goes onto the pipe, and then this goes inside with this end on it, and then this end gets shoved into the other side that you can't see, sort of in the middle of the transmission. And then that's the magnetic strip that goes inside there that collects the stuff. So okay, so that is all back on. Actually, I'll probably slide up that top hose clamp a little bit better. It's tightened down, so we'll do the filter now and put the new fluid in. So as you can see, above there is the filter area. I did get the filter off. It did have to come through this route and then over this way. Now you could of course drop the mid-mount PTO and rather the mid PTO and get it out that way, probably a little bit easier, but I didn't want to fiddle with that, so I just left it like it is right now. And I'll put that on, and then we'll start putting some fluid in. Do that. There you go. Okay, so we got the funnel ready. We closed off the dipstick, which is over here, and everything's tightened up. New filter on. The screen is back in, tightened. Drain plug. We're all good. Check, check, check. So we'll get this going in just a minute here. So here I'm getting close to the wrapping up this whole process, just filling up the fluid here. All the other stuff is put back together. And the cool part about the transaxle fluid here with the hydraulic fluid is that it goes in there pretty quick, and you can see I'm pouring it pretty quickly. On the front axle, which I'm going to have at the end of the video, it does take a fair amount of time to like slowly pour it in there. And the radiator, I think, was the same way. And I'm trying to think, there was one other thing that was just very, very slow. Could have been the 322 that I'm thinking of. The transmission fluid on that is terribly slow. Alright, I kind of ran ahead without the camera on this part, so I'll show you how to do it. That is the center, or just off center, on the front axle. You can pull that drain plug, and I believe it's a 14mm, but I'll verify. And then the same thing right there as the bottom of the left-hand side, or excuse me, right-hand side, and then also there's one there as well. And then of course, after you drain those three, they're basically connected. If you just drop the two on the sides, that would probably be sufficient, but you know, I figured they put that one right there for a reason. And then you got your filler up here, and also dipstick that you can check it. And again, that's supposed to be 3 quarts for the front axle. Anyways, I just decided to do that as well. I think that one might be a little off the 200-hour mark as well. I'll verify that in the manual and see what it says. In any case, thanks for watching this video on the 200-hour maintenance. And if you like the video, you can hit the like button. And if you want to see more videos about the John Deere 1 series, you can hit the subscribe button in your upper left-hand corner. And I have a few other videos here. I'll go ahead and tag the part 1 of this 2-part series, so you'll have that to reference as well. And thanks for watching, as always. Bye.